Hey guys! So, I haven't done a video since my test that I took either 5 or 6 days past my transfer. We had our first blood draw 10 days after our 5-day transfer, which was last Friday. And we were nervous, or I was nervous, all day. We went to the movies, we went and ate, we did all kinds of stuff to try to pass the time. And we got a call about 2 o'clock, and they said, congratulations, it's a positive, all this stuff. And then at the end, it was a voicemail because I missed the call. And then at the end, she said, and your pregnancy number was 42. And we want that to double by Monday. And in my mind, as soon as I heard it, I went, 42, I mean, that's really low. And because just from seeing, like, the other girls' videos on here, I mean, they're always 100 to 200 to 300. And me being the control freak that I am, I started Googling, yeah, Dr. Google. I started Googling everything I could to try to control what was going on, try to figure it out, and all I did by doing that was freak myself out. So all weekend long I was like, kind of, I'd go from being like super optimistic one minute to like being depressed the next minute because I didn't know what was going to happen. Sometimes when you read or hear about the low betas, like it doesn't end well. It ends a lot in miscarriage or stuff like that. So we sat all weekend kind of wondering what was going to happen. And this morning I went back at 8 o'clock for another blood draw. I was super nervous and like ready for them to tell me the number. My clinic seemed really like unconcerned with the fact that it was only 42. Like, she told me it was a mediocre number. Like, it wasn't poor, but it wasn't the best, but she didn't see any reason for me to worry or anything. So I went back today, and they wanted it to double or a little more, maybe about 100 or something. And so I got a call at 2, and we found out that our number was
196.
191.
Close.
But still, that was like a big, I mean, it...
Quadruple.
Yeah. It was a really good increase. So we were really happy, relieved, kind of, because, well, he wasn't really worried about it, but the more I, like, talked about the low number, I think I had him a little nervous, too, so.
No.
So 191. So it did really good. I've read and heard a lot. That's my Nana. She's visiting.
Alright.
I've read and heard a lot about that the initial number is not as important as the fact that it's doubling or increasing. Well, so I asked the lady, are you going to take another beta? And she was like, no, with that number we don't see a need to do another one. So they made an appointment for 2 weeks today for our 6-week, some few days ultrasound. So we're really excited.
Well, off the subject for a second. Look at my eyes and how tired I look.
Okay.
They're like, this one's... Anyways.
So he's...
Yes, ma'am.
He's ecstatic. I'm ecstatic, but still a little bit of a freak, so I still worry a little, but not nearly as much.
Well, when we talked to her the first time, they said, do not take pregnancy tests and do not Google anything.
Yeah. So I Googled stuff all weekend.
It's absolutely ridiculous the things you read because you can't compare yourself to anyone else you read online because everybody's body is different. So if we were given any advice to people that are going through this, my advice is do not Google anything. It's ridiculous. I mean, your baby has like a 5% chance of coming out with 3 arms. I mean, on one of them. You know, I mean, it's just ridiculous. It really is.
Yeah. When we do this again, to have another, I will not be Googling as much. I drive myself crazy Googling. I even came up with like a hypothesis that the reason that my number was so low, because I got a positive on the night of 5 days after my 5-day transfer. So that's pretty early. So I thought my number should be way higher than 42. So I even made my little hypothesis that the reason that the number was low was because initially they both implanted, or the first one implanted and then kind of didn't make it, and then the second one implanted a little later. And I mean, I don't know. I came up with all kinds of theories. All I know right now is that they're happy with my number, and
we're happy with the number.
And I don't feel, I mean, I haven't cramped really at all. Haven't spotted or anything at all. I mean, I don't have any reason to think
anything negative,
anything bad. So we're really excited about our first ultrasound, where hopefully they can hear the heartbeat. And
ma'am,
our Oma came over tonight and brought us all this stuff, little rattle, and a really cool thing to document our pregnancy, and an album. I mean, she went to Hallmark and went like crazy. And my mother-in-law is coming tomorrow to take me shopping. Everybody's really happy and excited.
I've already painted the baby room.
Yeah.
Pink. So hopefully
it's
gonna be a girl.
On a weird note, since we've started this, my wedding ring has been actually like breaking out my finger. Like sometimes it just irritates it a little bit. But tonight I took it off and it like made like almost like sores on my finger. It's definitely real. So
it's not fake.
I don't know if that's my Opa said it was like
if it
chemicals.
is, it took 4 years for it to. Yeah.
Well, my Opa was saying it's like chemicals in your body that can make it do that, but I'm thinking maybe it's some of the medication or something. But anyway, that's it.
Do you have any questions?
Yeah, any questions? My last progesterone shot was today, and they went ahead and put me on the Crenone, the gel. I keep calling it a suppository, which I don't think that's what it's called. But, yeah. I've heard these are nasty. Like, I've heard that they make the downstairs kind of nasty. So, I've gotten a little, like, lumps and bruises from the progesterone shots, but overall, like, I don't really think they hurt. Like, show them what? My bruises? I don't know if I can see them. Overall, like, I don't think they hurt that bad. I don't know if that's just because they don't, or because...
There's one right here. You can't really see. And there's a little one right there, but they're really knotted.
Oh, yeah. I get, like, these huge knots. I remember when I first started it, I was complaining that, you know, they weren't affecting me after, like, day one, but they definitely got to where they were giving me knots and everything. Symptoms, I'm still 4 weeks and 4 days, so I'm still really early. So, yeah, I haven't had a lot of symptoms. I've been craving Taco Bell, which I don't know if that's anything to do with being pregnant or just, maybe, yeah, so probably is. And that's about it. I've been tired. Like,
I woke up at 6:30 in the morning asking for Taco Bell.
Yeah, I woke up at 6:30 asking for Taco Bell. I've been tired, and my breasts have been sore a little on and off, and they're getting like these blue road maps all over them. And
good news.
Yeah, that's about it. So, me personally, I would have liked to have had another blood draw, but that's just because I'm like neurotic a little bit. Neurotic? Is that the word? I don't know. I'm a little bit of a worrier and a control freak, but I'm just going to go with it because I think everything's going to be fine. The initial low beta number really freaked the heck out of me and, like, made my life miserable this whole weekend. So, yeah. But we're feeling happy now after the 191. So, I'm just going to have faith that everything's going to be just fine. And I'll make another video after our sonogram. And then maybe after that, I'll make some pregnancy videos. So
show you the baby room.
Yeah. So I've kind of stayed off of YouTube a little bit the last few days because I didn't want to post anything before I figured out if the number went up because I was really scared and freaked out about the low number. So I didn't want to make a video and then people be like, wow, you're right, that is really low. And then it would just really scare me more. So I just kind of stayed off of YouTube and everything. But hope everything's going great for everybody with their baby journeys. And I'm sure now that I'm feeling a little more upbeat, I'll be on here some more. So talk to you guys soon.